Once again, let me say thank you. I want to thank my good brothers here for the wonderful statements they have made. Kenya is at a crossroad, once again in our history. We are witnessing something that we have witnessed before. This was the time when black colonialism replaced white colonialism. And this climaxed at the period of the multi-party struggle in this country. We saw during that period where we had a foundation of a very good constitution. Laws were brought in that continually usurped the democratic nature and the inalienable rights of every Kenyan thereafter. In fact, during the Moi period, I believe there were 141 new laws that were brought to subject the people of this country to a dictatorship untold. In 2010, we passed a new constitution, believing that we have got new rights embedded that people have fought for, believing people had died for. And we were very proud of that new constitution. And our prayer, come the 2013 election, was that there would be an ushering in of a new government that would ensure that the inalienable rights of that new constitution were going to be adhered to. And that the government that was coming into place in 2013 was going to be a government that was pro-reform to that constitution. It is evident to all of us today that this is a government that decided at the beginning it is going to claw back what we envisaged as the gains of the 2010 Constitution. We saw an attempt by this government to regularize and manage NGOs under a new PBO Act. That fight climaxed in 2017 when we saw, after the general election and the debacle of that general election, certain NGOs and their offices being vandalized by KRA and the police. Oppression of the alternate voice. We saw as an excuse for terrorism that the government had failed to manage. Draconian laws brought to a parliament to subject us to the previous Public Order Act that was very vicious in nature on our human rights. And that caused a lot of fights. Some of those laws were implemented, clawing back the reforms and the reform nature of the 2010 Constitution. They didn't stop there. They didn't stop there. They went on. Not only did the Supreme Court announce them as having participated in illegalities and irregularities, they literally pronounced the regime as having done a coup on the people of Kenya in 2017. They didn't stop there. They decided now the next target is the opposition. So my previous party leader, who was then viewed as the opposition leader, was swallowed in by the same people. And the voice of the opposition, as we knew it in parliament and we knew it institutionally, was removed. We have seen it further in the media, where ownership has been intimidated, where advertising of government revenue was taken through an agency so that it is apportioned according to whether you are articulating the government or you're anti-government, muffling the voice of the media. They then come back and they decide they are going to further reform political parties. And they hurriedly pass through acts in parliament. You have seen other special purpose vehicles, KRA, DCI, that were used even in the colonial period of Moi, start to be activated for the same purpose: muffle the voice of the people. And to climax it all, they put a cap on the registration of churches, so that now even churches can no longer speak. Churches are put in a corner. If you joke, we will deregister you. Now, we've seen this template before. And it is the template of dictatorship. It is the template, I want to assure Kenyans, that it was defeated before, we shall defeat again now.
Oh, yes.
Not tomorrow, now. The current head of state, who is supposed to be exiting, has decided he wants to extend his rule kinyume cha sheria ya Kenya, kinyume cha katiba ya Kenya. And all we are getting here is nothing else but a very vicious attempt to stifle any voice that is going to stop the path of trying to illegally remain in power, contrary to the constitution of this country. And we want to tell the current head of state, you shall not succeed. You shall not succeed in muffling the voice of the people and giving the people the voice that they want to speak for them on the ballot. You will not succeed. You will not succeed. These are lame attempts. And some of us here were ready for you. We were ready. We knew these things were going to come. So we are ready for you. Na muna bahati mbaya, kwa sababu tunajua sheria ya Kenya, and we were ready for you. You can throw what you want, but we are ready for you. And you shall be defeated even here. Hakuna mahali ambao umeshinda sisi. You have been at it for the longest period, na umeshindwa, na hata hapa utashindwa. Utashindwa. The voice of the people is now beginning to be heard in large numbers. The people you are seeing standing with me here began individual contests and individual conquests. And over time, they have managed to gather more and more support. We are now speaking as more and more people. We know that we are speaking to the 48% that is undecided in this nation about what is being presented as the decision of 2022, August 9th. And we want to assure those Kenyans and many others, we believe we are the majority, that your voices are going to be heard.
Yes.
And you shall be on the ballot. Asanteni sana. God bless you. Asanteni sana. Thank you. I don't know whether my colleague is asking whether you have any questions, but we want questions in line with what we are speaking, so we don't dilute our message. So let's don't start asking us periphery things. We'll take questions that are in line with what we have spoken here. Yes. Emmanuel, zungumza. Good. Why don't you start?
Okay, so let me take.
Hi, love.
Yes, darling.
Let me guess. Coffee?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's halfway down the line for the year 2022, and here at Optivin, we're giving you an opportunity to stay warm this season. Buy a plot of land at Celebration Gardens Kitengela. Celebration Gardens comes with Marram roads, trees along the internal roads, and will have water and electricity amongst other features. For every $699K that you place as deposit or installment towards any of Optivin's plot of land, we gift you a brand new coffee maker to make you feel warm. Changamkia ploti na Optivin. Call us on 0790 300 300.